Today, we're diving into an idea that's supposed to be our greatest comfort, but for so many people has become their greatest source of pain. We're talking about the fragile achievement of home. It's this ideal we're all taught, right? From the time we're kids, we hear that home is our sanctuary. It's the one place in the entire world that's supposed to be safe, a place of unconditional warmth and kindness. But if that's the story we all tell ourselves, why does the reality look so different for millions of people? Why are so many folks running from home instead of toward it? That's the central mystery we're going to try and unravel today. To get to the bottom of this, we've got to look at it from all sides. We're talking about the history of home, the economic systems that shape it, and, those personal, almost invisible moments where a home really starts to break down. I mean, this isn't just about logistics. It's a deeply human paradox. It makes you wonder, why do people leave houses that are physically warm for the cold of the streets? Or why do some people with a roof over their head feel more alone than anyone? It forces us to ask this really scary question. Is our whole idea of home built on a foundation that's actually designed to crumble? So, to find where those cracks started, we have to go back, way back. Because believe it or not, the meaning of home wasn't always what we think of today. In fact, it's changed a lot. And this transformation is absolutely key. Okay, so home started as pure survival, right? A fire circle. Warmth was life, cold was death. Simple. Then it became a symbol of your class. Later, during the Industrial Revolution, it was tied to your job. And now, in our world, it's all about financial worth. Mortgages, rent, property values. That warmth we used to get from a fire now depends almost entirely on our ability to pay for it. And that shift, well, it created the modern dream. Work hard and you will earn a safe, warm home. It's this promise that's just drilled into our culture. It's the finish line we're all supposed to be running towards. But here's the uncomfortable truth. That promise has a fatal flaw. Effort isn't always what counts the most. The systems we've built, economic, social, they often reward other things way more. Things like your starting position in life, who you know, or just being in the right place at the right time. And this, right here, is where the foundation of home starts to crack. And we're not talking about a sudden earthquake here. No, this is a slow erosion. It's like a quiet, creeping rot that you might not even notice for years until the whole thing is about to collapse. It all starts kind of subtly. Stress moves in, like this unwelcome guest that just won't leave. Then the whole feeling of the place gets cold. Arguments start replacing conversations. But you know what the most dangerous part is? It's when we start to normalize it. We tell ourselves that leaving means we failed, so we stay, even as the walls feel like they're closing in, right up until that final, breaking whisper. And when that pressure just becomes too much, people do the only thing they can. They run, they pack up whatever they can and set off, hoping to find that original promise of a warm, kind home somewhere else. This is the hope that drives so much in our world, isn't it? It fuels migration, people moving to big cities. It's this powerful, deeply human belief that just changing our location can fix a problem that might actually be rooted in something much deeper than geography. But this is where it gets truly heartbreaking. People flee a home that's grown cold, desperately searching for warmth. And what do they find? They find systems. They collide with this cold, hard wall of bureaucracy. Applications, waiting lists, deposits, background checks, just a blizzard of paperwork with no empathy, no kindness. The search for human connection ends in a soul-crushing pile of forms. So, what's the real human cost of this whole cycle? And why do our best attempts to fix it seem to fall so short? Well, the answers may actually surprise you. Now, this is a real game changer. Losing your home isn't just about losing shelter. It's a crisis of the mind. The constant, chronic stress of not having a stable place to live, it literally rewires your brain. It eats up all your mental energy, your cognitive bandwidth, making it almost impossible to focus, to plan for the future, to even feel hope. It's not a moral failure, it's a neurological reality. And this is where we as a society get it so wrong. We see someone struggling and we ask, why don't they just try harder? But the real question, the one that truly matters, is what broke first? Was it a job, a health crisis, or was it the home itself that broke long before they ended up on the street? And look, this isn't just some abstract idea. The data paints a terrifyingly clear picture. All around the world, you've got this one line for housing costs shooting up like a rocket. And then you have the line for what people are actually earning, and it's basically flat. That massive, ever-widening gap, that's the engine driving this whole crisis. And that gets us to why so many of our big solutions fail. We're actually pretty good at building houses, but we've forgotten how to build homes. We focus on the bricks and the wood, but we completely neglect the stuff that actually matters: trust, safety, dignity, kindness. A roof without warmth isn't a home. It's just shelter. Okay, so if the old way isn't working, what's the answer? It's not just about new policies or more money. It's about completely redefining what we even mean when we use the word home. And this, right here, is the answer to that mystery we started with. Home isn't just a place. It's a state of being. It's the one place in the world where your nervous system can finally, truly relax, where making a mistake isn't the end of the world, where kindness is just the default setting. So that brings us to our first huge takeaway. Home isn't a product you just buy. It's a process. It's a living thing, kind of like a garden. It needs constant care and attention, not just from the people inside, but from the whole community around it. The second takeaway completely reframes the whole issue. Providing warmth and stability, it isn't a cost. It's one of the most powerful forms of preventative medicine we have. It's an investment that pays us back, big time, in better public health, safer communities, and stronger economies. And the final takeaway is actually the most hopeful one. While these huge, impersonal systems struggle to create warmth, we don't have to wait for them. Kindness scales perfectly, one person at a time. Between neighbors, in our communities, that's where the real work of building a home actually begins. So we'll leave you with this to think about. If we keep going down this path, treating home like it's just another product, and warmth like it's a luxury, what kind of world are we actually building? And maybe more importantly, is that a world you really want to live in?